going on, man? How are you? Alright, you guys, the time has officially come. I just got a call from the transporter. It has been snowing for the past 2 days in Chicago, and I've been super nervous, but it is officially came. He said he's about 20 minutes away, which is about where I am from home to my office. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to take this car back home, but we will see. It is super snowy out here in Chicago. Fortunately, we got some Quattro on our side right now, but the time has officially come. The transporter just called me and let me know that he's about 20 minutes away. I didn't know where he was this whole time, so I was hoping he called me today, and I was hoping he didn't fly off into a ditch because it's been snowing like crazy in Chicago. Guys, literally leading up to this, I was supposed to go out to California and pick up this car and drive it either back or at least halfway and experience it, but then I had to cancel my flight this Tuesday because we had literally the worst snowstorm of the year this Tuesday. And now the second snowstorm, which is even worse than the Tuesday snowstorm, is on the day that I decided to get it delivered here, which is now Sunday. So yeah, gonna be interesting to see what the car is capable of doing in this weather. As you can see, it's pretty brutal out here, but I'm not that worried about the expressways with Michelin Pilot Super Sports, but I am nervous about my garage because I don't think it's gonna make it in there or make it through that drive because it's not plowed at all. But going to fly over to the office right now, and we'll see how the car is looking. You guys will see the car here in a little bit. I'm sure you guys already know what it is, but I'm super excited to get something that is a spec that I've literally wanted forever, especially considering the color combination. So I'm excited to see it. Bought it sight unseen in California, or from California rather, and have never seen it with my own eyes. So been thinking about this all past few weeks. Locked in the deal about a week ago, so let's get it going and let's go drive. So we're almost to the office and it's not looking any better at all. I just called my brother. He's actually in Elmhurst, and it's looking really bad over there. It's like a foot of snow on his car. And my office is definitely not plowed yet, like the drive into it. So my goal was to get the car inside so I could wash it and just let it chill when all this stuff kind of settles. But right now, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to get it down off the truck and where to go after, because the tires are going to be super cold. It's going to be super wet, obviously, and snowy. I think I can get it dropped on a main road, but my question is, where can I bring it to after that? So we'll see what the truck driver thinks and then kind of figure it out from there. I definitely know I don't think I'm going to be able to bring it home today, just because if you saw coming out of my garage, it was super slick, wet, cold, and the whole drive in front of my place is not plowed. So that mixed with the angle of Michelin Pilot Super Sports and all that good stuff, rear-wheel drive, means that it's not going to go anywhere, so it's not even worth risking taking it to Chicago and not having a place to put it. So I'm going to try and figure something out here in the burbs, and I guess go from there. I guess you guys stay tuned. It's nothing short of what I expected. I'm going to try and not crash on the expressway right now, and yeah, hopefully we'll make this work. Just another day, and yeah, I'm excited. Alright, so update, the driver just called me. He did already unload it, which means that we're gonna have to take it out of whatever spot it's in. I think he did bring it over to Elmhurst BMW. Shout out to them, they're the best, and they're actually where my G80 is gonna be obviously ordered from, and I'm super excited for that. But this car in the meantime is gonna be a fun car for the channel. We've got a cop right in front of us, so I'm gonna put this camera down, and we're gonna be there in about a couple minutes, so see you guys in a second. Poor car was in California and Texas its whole life, and now it's here. Alright, let's see. There she is. What's going on, man? How are you? Alright guys, we're at Elmhurst BMW. Just got a slip in the middle of the road. This will be a fun little thing. As you can see, the entrances, everything is completely snowed in. But yeah, this is the new 2015 BMW M4 convertible with my favorite part in the world, full secure orange interior, guys. I am super excited to show you this thing, but right now I should probably focus on getting it out of the middle of the street, getting this thing out of the middle of the street, figuring out a place to put it. Probably gonna bring it at least by my office a little bit further and then figure it out from there, but excited to say the least. Guys, it's literally freezing outside. It's like 20 degrees, but I have no other place to go besides like forward. So we're gonna get in, bring it forward. I'll lock the Audi up, and I guess I'll just leave it here. I really hope nothing happens. I don't even know at this point. We're kind of out of options, but she's looking good. She's nice and dirty, and we're gonna get her cleaned up and ready to rip in no time. Let's move it back by the office. Here she is, guys. 21,259 miles. Full leather interior. Man, this looks good. I have barely got any photos of the car even, so this to me is super exciting. Woo-wee. Everything looks to be in really good condition. Man, miss being back in one of these cars. I will say I was missing my car heavily. Got the heads-up display, got all the goodies. Man, oh man. I'll leave it here for now. Pray to God no one hits it. Yeah, I mean, quite an abrupt way to check out a car, but so far so good. Looks like she's in really good condition. I love this leather. I'm so in love with how this leather looks in here. That is insane. But I'm gonna have to turn the hazards on and probably take the key with me. Take the Audi over here so we're not so far away from it. But there she is, boys and girls. This is gonna be quite a fun project, to say the least. This is what we do for cars. You know, Frank out here about to plow through all this snow. This is gonna be pretty decent. Just had to take my sign down because it was ripping off, so we'll have that installed when it gets a little warmer. That thing's a tank. That's a little bit better than my shovel, to say the least. Maybe Kurt's intro to the video. Do the podcast. All right, so we're almost done here. Getting cleared out. Gonna pull out the cars here. Not get hit, hopefully. What's up, Dill Dog?
What's going on?
You guys know Dill Dog well?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah.
Yo, now, bro. What's up, bro?
YouTube too?
Yeah, come on, man.
On YouTube.
Smith Family, bro. Smith Family. Smith Family Photo Booth.com. Smith Family Photo Booth.com website. All right, check us out, bro.
Thank you. The Eagle has landed. I repeat, the Eagle has landed.
I think it's good.
Yeah, you thought it was gonna come in here without even slipping.
We'll have to do a roll. Alright, you guys, after a little bit of Tetris, we did successfully get her inside here. As you can see, she is super, super dirty, but no worries here. I actually just got a replacement power washer right there and kind of completed the whole wash bay setup. So, yeah, I'll give you guys a little tour of the car and its filth, because this is the last time it'll ever be seen with this Arizona, wherever this sand and dust and dirt came from. But yeah, it did come from California. It came from Valencia, California. This is a one owner, 21,000 mile M4, 2015 M4 convertible, obviously hardtop. I'm super excited because I probably mentioned in previous videos, but this was always my dream spec. Mineral gray is my absolute favorite color on these cars, and then secure orange, full leather was a must. Harman Kardon and all the goodies. I'll go over that with you guys a little bit later, but that's a little bit of the background of the car. You guys are probably wondering, man, if you got such a nice mint, lower mileage car, why didn't you get it enclosed? And that was actually something I was heavily considering doing, honestly. Oh, doesn't look like it's in focus. Was heavily considering doing that, but I started weighing in all the options and factors, and with this car, it's gonna be my daily driver. And I bought my other one new, drove it for almost 2.5, 3 years, 30,000 miles, and I saw what happened to the front bumper and just other little parts on the car, and I'm like, you know what? It's really not that big of a deal. I'm gonna get more enjoyment out of the car by just driving it and just using it than I am babying it and caring about every little thing. So if it's on a truck, it's not, you know, too bad. It's behind the truck, whatever. Yeah, it'll get some sand on it and maybe get a couple chips, but the windshield already has a tiny little chip in it. The bumper, I'm already gonna repair because it has a one little flaw in the whole entire car, which I'll show you guys in a second. So I weighed these things in. I'm like, for 600 bucks, I'd rather spend that on ceramic coating, detail, more carbon fiber parts, or painting the front bumper professionally, or getting it to an even better shop. You know, just a lot of these things go through my mind. I want to do everything perfectly, but then it starts to add up. So that's why I decided to do it that way. It's super dirty. I figured this was going to happen, but once I wash it, all will be well. So that's kind of why I'm here on a Sunday, to make sure that's all good. It's just caked all over. But yeah, the car is completely stock. As you guys can see here, these look pretty familiar. I kind of had this up my sleeve for a little bit. Somebody mentioned in the previous video that I couldn't put those on the G80 because they're changing the bolt pattern, and they're right. But I knew I was going to buy another one of these cars. I just didn't know when. And the exact spec that I always wanted popped up, and it was a nice change with the convertible. I've always been a convertible guy. If you go back in my videos, you'll see that I've owned quite a few of convertibles. And, you know, with the pandemic and everything, you don't get that much time to really enjoy, I don't even know, going outside, doing things. And this is one of those things where my car is one of my sources of enjoyment, and it's going to be really fast, hardtop convertible, which you just can't beat. But we'll go over that a little bit more in future videos, and my reasoning and everything behind this specific purchase, because I know it seems a little redundant. But before all that, let's get the things washed, and let's start it off with a proper montage.
Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up.
By the way, a little fun fact, I know this badge is missing, and you can't order this by itself. It's like $300, so found someone on eBay who had a used set, offered him like 40 bucks off of 150, and they took it. So I already have this portion that's gloss, but mine say M3, and that's pretty janky to put that. So got the little thing, but that's at home. But let's keep going with the wash.
Peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up.
Alright, so a little pro tip for you guys who aren't used to washing cars. This is the 2-bucket method. I've got a grit guard in both of these, which is essentially this little strainer that stays at the bottom of the bucket. Kind of captures all the rocks and shit and leaves it down there. Right now, I'm really concerned about it. Typically, you know, don't get me wrong, I'll do a quick wash here and there with one bucket on my daily driver, but there's a lot of desert sand and rocks and stuff, so I really want to make sure I pull all that stuff away. That's why I already did that soap layer and did a bunch of rinsing to kind of start getting it off. Now I'm gonna do the 2-bucket. 1 bucket goes in, washes, comes off, goes in the rinse bucket, rinses all the shit away. Then we'll be back on the paint. So you're not reintroducing those rocks like a lot of people, Ammo NYC, and some friends of mine would say. So yeah, let's keep going with this.
Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter.
You guys already know what time it almost is. It's about to swap back on my old F80 plate onto this thing. I do really like this plate. I think it's really cool. Fun fact, my first car was a 1990 BMW 535i from California, and I still have the plate from that car. It's a California plate. This has always been my favorite plate of all time. The black and yellow is so cool, so I'm definitely going to frame that up next to the original window sticker, which for this car was $90,000, like $300. So this car is an absolutely insane spec, and I can't wait to show you guys more about it. Alright, so now that the car has been completely soaped down, I'm going to really quickly fill one of these buckets. Actually, I'll probably just combine the soap of both of these and wash the wheels real quick. Then rinse this whole thing down, start drying it, and move on to the interior.
You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload.
Guys, even if you look back here, this is all stitched. That's crazy. I'll have to clean up some of this little stuff, but man, I just really love this interior. Look at this driver bolster. This, you know, coming from the E46 and older car world, having something that's so mint is just so refreshing. This is actually the most money I've ever spent on a used car. So not seeing it before I bought it was definitely, you know, a little bit sight unseen, but you know, I've bought a lot of cars, like almost 100 cars at this point in my life, like 20 short. And you kind of know, you kind of get that feeling like, is this going to be the one for me? Is this the right person to buy it from? And I had all the right feelings from the get. Like I said, I feel you guys, I do have the HREs still, and those are going to be going on the car. I just have to order some suspension. And like I said, we're going to be going over all that stuff in a future video because I really want to deck this car out. But even for stock, I'm not going to lie to you, I really like how that looks. And I may even argue that I like how it looks better than my F80 did stock. I love that car stock, but something about this, maybe it's the interior that's steering me in that direction, but honestly guys, I could not be happier about this purchase. Now, I'm gonna give it a quick little wipe down on the interior, do a couple little more B-roll shots for you guys. But with that being said, guys, I want to thank you so very much for watching this video and enjoying the car with me today. I'm super excited to have it, as I probably have shown you guys, and I'm excited to document more, make more videos about it and with it to kind of inspire you guys to maybe buy one of these yourself or buy a car similar to this one day as well. So as always, guys, like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you did not, subscribing would mean the absolute world to me. Follow me on Instagram at Sulkar, SULKAR_media for more behind the scenes. You would have known I got this car a few days ago if you followed me there. So with that being said, guys, once again, thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you with this car in the next video. See you guys soon.